So we're just waiting for people to get in the chat. Anyway, where are we? Silver, how you doing? Jake, how you doing? Bud, how you doing? Catherine, how you doing? Jimmy, how you doing? Yeah, Jake, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, listen. Listen, the only thing that spoils it, I would be so happy because we don't want it to happen. But what makes it sad is the stupid trolls that don't understand. You know what I mean? What we're trying to do here, you know? Instead of thanking us, you know, because let me tell you something. Uh, the Seattle, you know, that Washington State area, everyone buying homes there and doing all the stuff that they're doing, it's all going to be for nothing. So if they had listened to us years ago and gotten out of there before the I'm saying since I was first talking about it in 2016, if they had left Washington State, they would have saved some heartache and waste of money, because everyone who purchased something there, if you have no plans of leaving and you're staying there for you're cooked. It's 100%. Your property is going to be worth nothing. Anyway, who did I not say hi to? Suzanne Michael, how you doing? Ascending Patriot, how you doing? Nicole, how you doing? Bud, I don't know what that is. Django? What about it? 100, what? AI? I don't know what that is. 100, how you doing? If you want a certain name, let me know. Watching the Flat Earth, how you doing? George, how you doing? Sarah, how you doing? Yeah, exactly. God bless you and everyone else in the chat. Yeah, I've had 41 channels terminated. This is my 42nd channel. They're all gone. I never saved any of my videos. Mark, how you doing? Stephanie, how you doing? Space Elvis, what's going on? Who are you talking about, bud? Who are you talking about? Yeah. Ollie Fandango, that's funny. I still have it upside down. The shirt is still upside down. Inside out, I mean. Upside down equals Washington, but inside out. Freedom and truth, how you doing? Give me a second here. What guitar player are you talking about? Why do I think this channel lasts so long? Because I stopped talking about fake news and there was no COVID crap to talk about. That's what they took down the last one for. I was being careful over there too, but I wasn't careful enough with the COVID crap. That's what got the channel taken down. Oops. You piece of... Really, Space Elvis? He hasn't done any more live streams from there? Very weird. He hasn't done any more live streams? Oh, really? Now that's a trip, right? Wow, what a trip. So the Jesus picture kind of resembles this shirt. Yeah, what a trip. You're right. It is that color. I never even noticed. Yeah, Mark, and I told everybody, I had no idea that it was not going to get dark till 9 p.m. I told everyone that they're probably going to do it at night. That's why I said after 4 p.m. But I didn't realize that it just turned dark where there's no sunlight at 9:07. It just went dark in Washington State. Like, I mean, when I mean dark, I mean like there's no more sun. The sun went down. Imagine how many. Oh, you should have saw my fake news videos. People, we used to go crazy for those because they were so funny. Because I would mock the fake, the crisis act whores. That's what I used to call them back in 2012 through 2014. Act whores, the crisis act whores. Really, Space Elvis? He hasn't done a video since this morning? You know what? He probably is on some kind of medication and just went to sleep. Because he was up all night, right? Mr. Miyagi. No, I have no idea. The 6/11 date is correct. It's just that obviously the year I can't get it right. There's no, but like I said, it has to happen while Trump is relevant. So if Trump gets his head won on August 4th, like I'm predicting, then it's going to happen on June 11th next year. So whatever it is, But I'm not doing. Listen, I've already told you guys. I'm going to say it again. I'll say it again later. That if June 11th, I mean, today doesn't manifest, and we don't even care whether it happens. But I'm saying, but this August 4th event, if it happens, then I have to do research for 6/11 next year to warn the people, because we're going to get a lot more viewers after August 4th happens. Because I'm 1,000,000% that Trump's going to get his head won on August 4th. That I was more sure about than the 6/11 this year, because everybody was talking about 6/11. That's what threw me off. I was like, wow, you mean everybody is onto this? Because of the World Cup and the stupid disclosure crap for tomorrow, the stupid movie. So I was like, wow, they're really going to make it that obvious? But I said, well, what better time to do it when the whole world's watching, right? So I was like, okay, it can still happen. Because usually I would be like, no, this is just too obvious, But anyway, pay attention. If August 4th happens, then I have to do research for next year. But if August 4th doesn't happen, and today doesn't happen, I'm not doing any more research. I will just keep warning people, but I will not do any more research. And I'll tell you why. Because that means the numbers mean nothing. I can't do any more research. There's no point in it. That means that God just gives the revelation without even having to do any research, because I already did the research, But you'll see, it's going to happen on those dates. You'll see. It'll manifest, whether it's today and August 4th or in the future. Yeah, you'll see. I will be vindicated. When I say vindicated, I don't want it to happen. It's going to happen. It's biblical. I have nothing to do with this. I'm just here to, uh, uh, explain what's going on to the people. Leah, how you doing? Nicole, did I say hi to you already? Craig, how you doing? Bud, I said hi to you, right, earlier? That Jake the Awake dude, he's still talking crap about me. Don't worry, like I said, all the trolls, they can talk all the crap they want. They won't be talking for long. Trust me, you'll see. In 50, on August 4th, they're going to keep their mouths shut after that. Watch. Did they really? There was a stay of execution? Are you serious? There was a stay of execution? For the guy? No, Jake. No, there's no getting those channels back. Yeah. I don't even know how to do that. Wow, these people are unbelievable. Did the execution of Jeffrey Lee happen today?
No, the execution of Jeffrey Lee was stopped today. The Supreme Court upheld a lower court's decision, preventing Alabama from using nitrogen gas, which temporarily halts the execution. The state can still seek a new date in the future.
Can you believe this? I mean, it's unbelievable, right? What, they just did it today? The stay of execution was just today. How crazy is that? So tomorrow morning, pay attention, people. This could be the story. That tomorrow, that the stay of execution on this guy could be the story. Let's wait. Let's see. It's not over yet. John, thanks for the... I completely forgot about that. The people don't know what we're talking about. I did a video showing that an Elvis impersonator was killed, and this guy was going to be executed yesterday, and it got halted. I mean, not yesterday, today. He was going to be executed. That's crazy. John, how you doing? Jerome, how you doing? Nobody listens. How you doing? Yeah, I know. You still have like 2.5 hours left. Yeah. Kinfolk. What do you mean? What if it never happens? What do you mean? Oh, again, if it never happens, either one of my predictions, like let's say 20 years, yeah, then that means that everyone's dreams and visions and all the numerical stuff is all garbage. All right? It's all garbage. I never want to hear another person tell me they had a vision, a dream, a supernatural event, because that means everything is just a coincidence and it's all garbage. But I will still believe in Jesus, no matter what. But I'm saying I will never believe another human being ever again, because that means none of it means anything. Tracy, how you doing? Donovan, how you doing? That was this morning, Donovan, the Pentagon thing. I'll talk about it again once more people get in the chat, or once we get more into the story here. Kat, how you doing? Oh yeah, 100. I can't see what your name is. What do you want to be called? 100 AI? Is that all right? Okay, how you doing? Why did you make me? I don't know what you're doing. Not, you know what? Space Elvis, you better have an explanation why you just wrote that, because I'm going to delete you from the channel right now. Just because you wrote that, I don't even know why you. I'm going to explain why you wrote that, Space Elvis, before I ban you. What? Just I'll let you explain why you said that. John, I don't know. I don't know how they like. How can they postpone it? There's just no way. If it's literally the beast out of the sea event, they can't sit there and postpone it. That means it never was supposed to happen. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, Leah. Random guy, what's up? I said ask me another day. I didn't mean today. I'm busy today. Space Elvis. Why did you write number 2? I'm asking you again. Why did you write number 2, Space Elvis? You know what I'm talking about. Why did you write that? I'm gonna give you if you don't come up with a proper thing, explanation, I'm gonna ban you from the channel, you stupid space chimp freak. Answer the question, why did you write that? You wrote number 2. Why did you write that? You know what I'm talking about, number 2. Have I seen the Lord of the Rings movie? No. Kenyon, you want to get banned? Lots happened today. Zesty, how you doing? Usually I would ban people for saying, anything happened today? What? Yeah, tons of things happen. but the beast out of the sea event hasn't happened yet, no. But there's still 3 more hours, and we don't want it to happen. PM, what's going on? Michael, what's going on? Oh, you're saying the number 2 next to your name. I thought you were saying you did a number 2 because of this stream. You, man, listen, don't do that. Don't say stupid stuff, all right? Make sure you, see, I almost banned you for saying, I thought you was, because I don't like poo-poo humor, doo-doo humor. I don't like that stuff. Don't. Yeah, I thought that's what you were saying. Sorry for the misunderstanding. Yeah, don't do that again. I see. This is what happens when you do things where I ask you not to talk about those stupid things next to your names. I have nothing to do with that. Man, the lighting here is so bad. It makes me look like a monster now. Hold on. Yeah, I'm going to talk about it. Hold on. I'm going to talk to you about all the things that happened today. No, you know why, Space Chimp? Because you've been a troll before. That's why I was going to quick to ban you. Yeah, I know. I need a different lighting, man. It's really bad at night. You know what it is? It's short one bulb, I think. It's short one bulb. How many bulbs short are you? Anyway, but Nicole, I appreciate that. All right, Space Chimp. I'm gonna have to keep. Remind me of that, Space Chimp, because I like that. And as a Christian, when we do something wrong, we're supposed to apologize, and that's why I said I apologize for jumping to conclusions, but it's only because you have had a past. You know what I'm saying? That's why. No, I can't play any songs. Yeah, don't ask me to play songs. I don't know how to play. All right, so let's tell you what's happened today. The crazy stuff that's happened today, okay? Because we still have, like I said, we still have like 2.5 hours, you know what I mean? That it could still happen on June 11th. But again, we don't want it to happen, but I'm just saying it's shocking that if something doesn't happen. But lots of stuff happened today as far as predictive programming, okay? Now I have to write this down about the stay on execution. All right. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you accepting it. Yeah, sure, you say. How many garros does it take to unscrew a light bulb? Yeah. Mr. You're a Mr. Groove? Are you a dude? Are you a dude, Mr. Groove? Or are you a girl? What is it? Because I can't tell what your avatar is. But, okay. Why did you want to tell us how old you are? I don't get it. But appreciate it. Yeah, why would I shave my beard? No. We didn't make no deal. I'm not going to shave my beard. PMC, what do you mean you're getting bypassed? What do you mean? What did you want me to say? What did you say? What did you say, PMC? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm busy. What do you want? Todd, I'm not sure what I said, but okay. What? I don't get it, Todd. What did I say? Sync 999. Yeah, don't worry, Sync. Stay on the channel. You'll appreciate it later. You may not appreciate it now, but you'll appreciate it later. Okay. There's a G3 storm that can be seen from Washington State tonight. Yeah, I heard there's some kind of storm coming. Yeah. There's a storm coming. That's what they said too. Nobody's prepared for it. Remember that? A storm is coming. What? Ned Luke. Ned Luke. He doesn't look like me. Kind of, certain, but not, no. No, he don't look like me. I don't mind looking like him. I don't have a problem with it. He looks like a mean version of me. No. He looks nothing like me, folks. I would show it to you, but he looks nothing like me. You want to send an image, and I'll show the people what you're talking about. Because I don't think he looks like me. You guys can look it up. Ned Luke definitely does not look like me. Yeah, what is a G3 Storm? Michael, how you doing? Zesty, how you doing? Truth Out, how you doing? It's the grading scale for storms. Kanye. Can't see what someone is typing you to talk about. What? Yeah, Leah, it said a storm is coming, right? Yeah, John. One day soon. Yeah. Geomagnetic storm. Auroras are visible at lower latitudes. Okay. I look like Rod Hull. Let's see what Rod. I'm gonna get to what we're, folks. Slow your comments down. That way I can talk about what happened today. Rod Hull.
Rod Hull, American off-road racing icon, competed in a remarkable 50.
Rod Hull. Yeah, you know what? You're a jackass. Stupid. How do you figure that this looks like me? Like, what are you smoking? Like, what are you talking about? Like, in what realm does that look like me? What are you smoking, dude? PMC, one more stupid comment out of you, I'm going to ban you from the channel. Not him, that's the name you put. Did you put Rod Hull or Rod Hall? You put Rod Hull. From Emu. What the hell's an emu? From Emu. Hold on. It goes right back to that one. Shove it up here. Stupid. Alright, anyway. Stupid. Uh, 88. Gary, shut your mouth. Stupid. Are you trying to troll me or what? Shut it down. Shut what down? What are you talking about? We're just doing a fellowship video. We don't want it to happen. What are you talking about? Shut what down? Why don't you... This is the first comment you make and you want to talk nonsense? I'm just trying to catch up to the chat and then I'm going to show everybody. I want you guys to stop commenting. That way I can start showing what happened today. Okay, stop commenting for a minute. Let's go through what we saw today. All right, if you see a troll in the chat, don't respond to trolls. I will take care of it, okay? Because we're going to get a lot of trolls, especially the next few weeks, all right, in the chat. You're going to see people making videos about me and everything. Don't worry. The more they talk about me, the better. There's no such thing as bad press. Because once they come here, they'll realize that they've been lied to. Yeah. I mean, if they're not already a troll, you know. Anyway, so today, look what happened today. The first thing that we heard in the morning. Was this. Was the Pentagon on lockdown today? Here. And why? And you'll see why I'm bringing this up. Can you guys calm down? It said with the comments. All right. So Pentagon was on lockdown, and it was lifted after false alarm. They thought it was some kind of anthrax. Look at that. So okay, so you have the anthrax, and you know and Pentagon is like a pentagram. You know that the pentagram. Hold on. What corporation started the Seattle Space Needle?
The Pentagram Corporation started the Seattle Space Needle. They were formed by Seattle business leaders to finance and build it.
Now imagine, like, why in the world would you name your corporation the Pentagram Corp? Considering that the Space Needle equals exactly the word fallen angel. Because Elvis is the fallen angel, not just a fallen angel. He's the one. And Trump is Elvis's image. Space Needle equals fallen angel, exactly, okay? Now, so it was created by the Pentagram Corp, okay? The Seattle Space Needle. And you know Elvis, he was the I'm getting to what all the stuff that happened today is much more, okay? Just wait. So Elvis was in that Space Needle. All right? Elvis was in that Space Needle when it first opened. He was inside that Space Needle. And Elvis is all about the needle. Elvis took the needle on Bill Gates' first birthday. Bill Gates, he took the polio injection, Elvis, on Bill Gates' first birthday. And Bill Gates lives in Seattle. He was born in Seattle, Washington, next to the Space Needle. And he's always promoting needles, this Bill Gates. And Bill Gates was in the news last night and this morning because of Epstein. Okay? And before I show you all the things that happened today, let's go through the Epstein stuff again, real quick. That way you can see that nothing is a coincidence. And hold on. Hold on. So I told you that today Bill Gates was in the news because he was saying that he was blackmailed by Epstein. Okay? So Epstein was in the news again. And I told you, every time you hear Epstein, you know what you're hearing. By the way, folks, if it starts buffering, just let me know, and I'll reset the video. I'll be back in less than a minute. So don't go anywhere. Just keep coming back to the video. If it starts buffering, just let me know in the chat, and I'll reset it and come right back. So anytime you see Stein in the name, know that you're seeing Elvis, okay? Hold on. Okay, I don't know what you're saying, Nicole. Are you talking to me? I'm not sure what you're saying. Anyway, Stein equals Elvis, okay? Anytime you see Stein in the name, it equals Elvis. That's what you're seeing. And it so happens that when you see Epstein, you're seeing a double Elvis. Oh, Nicole, okay, I see what you're saying. Anytime you see Epstein, you're seeing a double Elvis because EP is Elvis Presley initials, and then you're seeing Stein, which equals Elvis in gematria, okay? So you're seeing a double Elvis. Now, then you have the judge in the Epstein case was named Loretta Preska. So you have the press, like Presley. And that was the judge in the Epstein case. And you know, it sounds like President, PRES, and of course, stupid Epstein was connected to Trump. You know, the biggest stories connected to Trump. You know, and the judge was born one day before Elvis. Epstein died. Epstein, from his birth to his death, look at that, from his birth to his death, was 66 years, 6 months, and 22 days. This amount of days adds, this is the percentage for those amount of years and days. 666, 0.00%. So you have the Triple Crown and the 666. And Seattle Slew won the Triple Crown the year Elvis died on June 11th, okay? 666 with the Triple Crown right there. So Epstein dies with the 666 connection, right? And by the way, he's connected to Trump, right? From Trump's birth to the exact day the Sandy Crook shooting happened, Sandy Crook, it was 66 years, 6 months from from Trump's birth, okay, to the Sandy Crook. 66 years, 6 months. So again, you're connecting stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because it's to underage, you understand what I mean? So Epstein connecting to Trump, you know what I mean? Epstein is Elvis. And you know Elvis and Jesse, the twins, I told you they're the identical twins. That Jesse was sacrificed at birth. He died at birth. And if you say their birth dates 1818, it equals 216. If you say 8181, it's 162. And that's August 4th, the 216th day of the year, and June 11th, the 162nd day of the year, okay? So anytime you see 216 or 162, you're seeing this connection with August 4th and June 11th, okay? And look at this. Palm Beach Pete. Palm Beach Pete is the guy who's the doppelganger. Palm Beach Pete is his name. Why would they name him? I know he lives in Palm Beach, but it had to be Pete too? Don't you understand what they're doing? Are you guys, is there not anyone here with a brain? It's the double Elvis connection again. Get it? The twins. Are you understanding? The Palm Beach Pete. It's the stupid doppelganger of stupid, whatever it is. If it's real or not, who cares if it is or not? Anyway, so Epstein was born in Brooklyn, New York, where Trump was born in New York. He's born in Kings County. Elvis was known as the King. Seattle's in King County. Martin Luther King is named after King County, Seattle. Martin Luther King was killed in Memphis, Tennessee, where Elvis was the king. Memphis, Tennessee. That's where Elvis lived and died. Anyway, and Maduro case is in Kings County. Maduro was arrested, right, recently? And who was the judge in the Maduro case? Hellerstein. Hell and Stein. Connected to Elvis. Elvis is he's the king of hell. You understand? He is Satan. So there it is again. And I just told you Maduro was in Kings County also, the courtroom. In the courtroom, I'm sorry. The judge, the case was in Kings County. It was brought. So you have Hell and Stein in the creature's name, the judge. And of course you have Harvey Weinstein, Stein, Albert Einstein. You have Jack Ruby. Ruby equals twin. Rubenstein was his real name, the one who supposedly killed Oswald, who supposedly killed Kennedy. You understand? Are you getting this so far? Can I keep going? Are you guys getting this? Can I keep going? Are you guys done with this? I mean, can I keep going, I'm saying? All right. So, and in one of the, hold on. Hold on. And in one of the, what did somebody say that they're saying, wow, what? I don't even see the comment. What is it? Okay, so in one of the interviews with Epstein, the interviewer said, "Are you the devil?" Are you understanding what I'm saying? They're asking Elvis, is he the devil? Because Epstein is the name is Elvis Presley. They're literally asking, "Are you the devil?" That's what they asked him. All right, now. Oh, and you remember the Mandela effect? What was the very first one? Besides Nelson Mandela, the very first one was the Berenstain Bears. Berenstain or Berenstain. Okay? You understand? I don't believe in the Mandela effect, but I'm just saying. That was the first one. The stain. Do you get it? Again, putting the Stein in there. Now, what about this one? What about this connection? Watch. Who played Elvis in Frankenstein? Who played Elvis? I am so stupid. But they gave it anyway.
And the creature in Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein.
Look, I asked the perfect question. Who played Elvis in I don't know what I asked. What did I ask? Who played Elvis in Frankenstein? It's exactly right. Jacob Elordi. Look, he's got the ELO, just like Elvis. I told you the EL. Okay? But look, he played Elvis in the movie with Priscilla. The movie Priscilla, he played Elvis as Jacob Elordi, and then he also played Frankenstein. Stein, get it? Frank and Stein. All right? So he played Stein, Elvis. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Stein means Elvis, and he played Elvis. Okay? Do you get that? Because Stein equals Elvis. You understand? Hold on. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Anyway. And remember, hold on. And remember, I told you that everything's about Elvis. Elvis lives, and that's the anagram, right? And you had the Black Lives Matter. This word was all across the earth. Elvis's name was all across the earth. Okay, that's what they're telling you. It's the dark Elvis that matters. Okay. Now, the Beatles. Their manager was Epstein. And the Beatles came right after Elvis. And what's the anagram for the Beatles? The EL Beast. That's the anagram. EL is right there, EL, and then BEAST. It's the EL Beast. Okay? You understand? So that's another connection. And remember, I told you that Stein equals Elvis. That's the first thing I told you. And what's the most famous one besides Epstein and Weinstein and all this crap? What's the most famous one? This one. Who bought the Twin Towers on 9/11? Before 9/11. It was Silverstein. And everything about the Twin Towers coming down had to do with Elvis. Everything. And Pearl Harbor. So you have Stein and Elvis twice, because it was the Twin Towers that came down. Silver has the Elvis, ELVIS, right there. Stein equals Elvis, and what's left? The R. R is the 18th letter. 6 plus 6 plus 6 is 18, and Elvis was born on 1/8. Are you seeing it? Are you seeing it? No, I didn't get another. Hold on. I didn't get another connection. I just put it came together. I was going to ask it separately. I didn't find another connection. It came together. Do you get what I'm saying? When I asked the Frankenstein Elvis, I already knew the information. I was just going to ask it separately. Yeah, anyway. So do you see it? It's all about the Twin Towers. You have the double Elvis again, just like the stupid Epstein. EP, Elvis Presley, and then Stein equals Elvis, right? Stein equals Elvis, and this is the anagram, ELVIS, Elvis, okay? And it's the Twin Towers. You have two of them. Elvis was born on 1/8. The R is the 18th letter. Yeah. Yeah, that Alex Stein, that's some YouTuber. Yeah, that's another dude. That's another nonsense. Yeah. So here's the last one. Check this out. Check this out. Who wrote the novel King of the Jews?
The novel King of the Jews, published in 1979, was written by the American author Leslie Epstein.
Look at this. Epstein, right there. See it? Epstein. And look, you have the EL and you have the LIES. Lies. EL lies. He's basically the god of lies, you know what I mean? Anyway, because EL means God in Hebrew. But look, King of the Jews, Epstein, right? Now watch this. Who was the main character in the novel King of the Jews by Epstein?
The main character in Leslie Epstein's novel King of the Jews is Isaiah Cain Trumpelman, sometimes spelled Trumpelman.
So his initials are I.C. Trumpelman, the main character. Can you believe this? So you have the EL, you have the man, and you have Trump, with connecting with Epstein and the Jews, King of the Jews. I mean, do you understand how crazy this is? Again with the Epstein, and now you have Trump. And Trump, he was born in 1946. When was the 33rd president?
The 33rd president, Harry S.
C. Truman,
served from April 12,
he was president when Trump was born between...
1953.
He was born 1946. True man, Trump man. I've shown this for years. And he was the 33rd. You see the 33 connection, right? But you see that? Trump, true man, TRUM. You know what I mean? All right. So now that we got that out of the way, let me... Now that we got that out of the way, did you see the news? What news? Leslie Epstein looks just like Jeffrey? Novelist Leslie Epstein. He does, you're right. There is a kid from the side right there. Oh, this is pretty freaky, actually. Oh, I don't like that. It does kind of look at that. But all Jews look alike. It's like that all black thing, all blacks look alike. I'm saying all whites look alike, all Asian. That is super creepy. Yikes. The Pentagram Corp was founded June 12th, huh? Look, it's glitching. Let me come right back. Don't leave. Don't leave. Is that weird or what, man? Are we back? Are we back? Let me know if we're back. No, that was creepy, seriously. Um, no, it's. I still believe it has to be on June 11th. Sorry, yeah. But could it? I mean, I have no idea, man. I mean, could I be? I mean, I'm saying, is there a possibility that maybe they do it on June 12th? I mean, because June 12th still, because, listen, if you don't add the day on June 12th, but up to that day, it's 155 days, just like June 11th. If you add the day from Elvis's birthday, but up to June 12th. So if it goes into June 12th, yeah, it would count, but it wouldn't make sense. It, look, man, could it happen? Yes. But I'd say most likely it'd be June 11th. But yeah, if it, like, let's say it happened on June 13th, then no, it wouldn't count as June 11th. But because it has to connect to each other, So June 11th connects to June 10th and June 12th. So June 11th would connect to June 10th. June 11th would connect to June 12th. June 12th connects to June 13th would connect to June 12th. So June 11th has to connect to on one of each side. So yeah, it could count. Yeah, but I mean, I'm not saying that, but anything's possible, man. It could happen. Yeah. Anything's possible. Maggie, how you doing? Anyway, so where were we? So far you got. This is the 2 stories we've done. We did the Bill Gates being in the news with Epstein. I showed the whole Epstein connection with Elvis. Okay. Then we talked about the pentagram and the Pentagon being on lockdown because of an anthrax scare, and then you had I said the Space Needle was created by the Pentagram Corp. All right. Yeah, I'm going to talk about that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to talk about that too. The fires. So now I'm going to save the 2 last things, but we'll talk about the fires now. So there was let's talk about this too. The Pope tossed some flowers into the ocean today. And it's a wreath. You know what a wreath is, right? It's usually for dead people, isn't it? Isn't that what they send wreaths for dead, or for they do it for Christmas too, don't they? But they say it like a Christmas, But you get what I'm saying? Yeah, for Christmas the only other time, right? Isn't that weird that they do the wreath? But anyway, and the top of the Space Needle looks like a wreath. Have you ever seen the when they put a wreath? Watch this. A funeral wreath on a tripod. Watch this. Notice that they do this. That's why I've tried to tell you guys about this. Look. See? This is it right here. Imagine. Wait. Let me find a better image of it. Right there. See? See, it's a big A, just like the Space Needle, with a wreath. The top of it is the thing. Do you get what I'm saying? The Space Needle is a wreath on a tripod. And the Alpha Omega, the AO. Who's the Alpha Omega? Christ. Jesus is God. And they call it Christmas. You know what I mean? But what I'm trying to say is that it looks like the Space Needle, which I mentioned years ago. You know, I forgot to mention it recently, but I got to put that in there as one of the connections. Yeah, there was an anthrax scare after 9/11. Exactly. Yep. I showed this years ago, you know. I gotta make sure to add this to it, you know. Anyway, why was I bringing that up? Oh, the Pope today, in honor of all these dead people who tried to cross the oceans, they threw a wreath in the water. Are you getting it? Like the Space Needle with water connections. Because I told you after the initial strike on, you know, I was saying today of Washington State that there could be tsunamis, earthquakes, tsunamis, and volcanoes going off, and all that other stuff. You know. Hold on. Yeah, and today they had already painted the soccer ball on top of the Space Needle. Yeah, but they do that with every event. You know, they do stuff on that Space Needle. Yeah, I know. What happened with the Taylor Swift thing today? Taylor Swift connection with that the creature was in New York. I showed all that in the last video. You got to watch that still. Yeah, Phoenix. Yeah, Max. Yeah. Leo? No. No, look, they do fake, yeah, they fake a lot of things, but I believe that this event it has to be real. This has to be a real sacrifice. This is not gonna be no joke. They're gonna take, they're gonna take a ton of life when they do it. That's just, look, I pray I'm wrong. I pray, you know. Anyway, um, are you guys serious about that guy not showing up to do any more live streams for the Space Needle? Did he not do any more live streams? Are you guys serious about that? Really? He's MIA, huh? Still? He still hasn't done a live stream? What in the heck is going on? Maybe they arrested him. That way he can't film anything or something. Do you get what I'm saying? Maybe they don't want anyone live streaming it. That would be crazy, right? Yeah. And today was also the day that the Seattle Seahawks got their ring ceremony for winning the Super Bowl. Come on, man. Come on, people. Look at all the connections today, man. It's unbelievable, all the connections. By the way, folks, this is my right hand. You're seeing everything backwards. So when I show you a card, you're seeing everything backwards. You know what I mean? Like the words. You know. when I show it to you like that, you know. This is incredible, man. All this stuff. This is unreal. All the things that happened today are just over the top crazy, man. Give me a second here. Sorry, folks. Give me one second. But is anyone live streaming it? Maybe that's what they want to make sure no one's live streaming it or something. Oh, that's right. Yeah, Agenda. Let me write that too. Yeah, and let me ask you guys a question. Like, imagine, has anyone ever heard, you know what, folks? That could be a big clue that my appointment today was on 6/11 at 11:30. What if they're going to do it at 11:30 at night? Because 11:30, the hands are on the 11 and 6. 6/11, you know? So, and that would make sense because 11, the 1130, I'll explain to you how. You know what? That could be it. Because the 64th prime is 311, and I told you that the Space Needle is 64. So they're waiting for the clock to hit the 1130 mark. Look out, people. I think that could be it. Isn't that weird, right? That my doctor's appointment today was at 11:30, which I told you is the 6/11 connection today too. Hold on. Oh, I forgot about that. Man, I have to write about that too. I forgot to mention that because Taylor Swift, they said that the apple, her holding the apple had to do with that. Charlie's song. Hold on. Taylor Swift Apple connection had to do with Charlie XCX. I can't remember the name of this.
Fans believe his song, Actually Romantic, is a response to Charlie XCX's Sympathy is a Knife, with Swift even holding an apple in the visualizer, referencing XCX's song, Apple. The connection is based on both songs dealing with similar themes.
Are you looking at this? There's another connection. Because that Charlie X... Man, this is just too much, man. Apple song by Charlie. Is it the 6th track, 11th track on the 6th album? Yeah. I mean, Taylor. Sorry, folks. This is too much, man. Taylor Swift, Apple, Charlie, XCX, Apple Song, 11th track. I've had this written already because somebody told me before about this. 6th album. This is beyond unbelievable, man. Hold on, man. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, and Aniston. Yeah. Look, man, I pray nothing happens. You know what I mean? I do. I don't care if I'm wrong. I could care less about that. What I know for sure is that these things are going to happen on these dates. So I'm saying get out, but if you can't get out, what am I supposed to do? I can't stop things from happening, and I don't make things happen. All right? I'm almost done. Hold on. It's just every minute something keeps coming up, man. And I have another one that I need to write down. Look at this. Look at this. What state is the only state that outlawed the microchip? Wait. I'm getting the wrong one. Hold on.
Meaning employers cannot require.
Oh, so Nevada did too.
For legal advice, consult a professional.
Wait, this doesn't make any sense. I thought Washington State was the only state. But they say Nevada too. Isn't that weird? The 36th state and I think the 42nd state. Did Washington State out? Why do they call it Microchip Day, June 11th?
Washington State doesn't have a specific microchip day on June 11th. Instead, they recognize June as National Microchipping Month to encourage pet owners to get their pets microchipped
Oh, that's different.
and keep their contact details current. For legal advice, consult a professional.
When is Microchip Day in Washington State?
National Check the Chip Day.
Hey man, what am I supposed to say to get that? I know I got this before when you told me to put it in there. I don't get what I'm saying wrong. That I can't get it. But here's something I found. Look at this. A ball of yarn.
A ball of yarn is a fiber strand shaped for knitting.
Now, let me tell you something. This looks like just a round ball, right? But I don't know what a bomb looks like. It can be a missile, but the bomb in the old days they dropped, like the atomic bomb or something. What did the bomb look like that was dropped at Hiroshima?
The atomic bomb dropped on Hiroshima, called Little...
Oh no, not that one. Here's one that's round like that, you know what I mean? But that's not it. There was a different one. You know what I'm saying? I thought I saw a round one. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Listen to this. So when you throw a ball of yarn at somebody, have you ever heard them call it this? What day is Yarn Bombing Day?
Yarn Bombing Day is celebrated every year on June 11th. It was started in 2011, and it celebrates rapid.
They call it yarn bombing. Like, why? You know, is there ever, like, you know what I mean? Is there another day where it's, you know, something to do with bombing? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, is there another day where there's something about bombing? Yeah, Craig. Yeah, the 11:30 thing. And yeah, and Taylor Swift, and it says something about splitting the apple. She had something, her song Sympathy with a Knife had to do with an apple, right? I'm way behind the chat, obviously. Yeah, in the Disney stories, right? The 113, yeah. I've seen that, yeah. The 64th prime is 311. The Seattle Space Needle is 64 years old, you know. No, there's no date change. My dates never change. Yeah, agenda. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one too. Yeah, Leo, the whole 6-7, I did a whole thing on the 6-7 video. That one is for sure connected to Elvis. No, it has to happen on June 11th. I mean, worst, like I said, worst scenario. When I say worst, I mean for my prediction would have to be June 11th. I mean June 12th. That's the only possible explanation. You know, if they don't do it today, because there's no way. It has to connect to the date. June 11th, like I said, connects to the day before and the day after, but it can't. It's not going to connect to 613. You know, I mean, the 611 has to connect to the 612 to connect to the 613. So that's why it has to hit the 12. It can't hit 13 because 13 only connects to the 12. So it has to hit. If it hits the 12 mark, yeah, because 11 connects to 12, 12 connects to 13, and 13 connects to 14. See, it has to be, okay, so that's why I was telling you guys that I think it has to happen after 4 p.m. on the 11th. That way it connects to the 12th, you know? But who knows? That makes sense too. If it hits the 12th, on the 12th, that's why I was telling you, maybe it's like right into the midnight, you know? So imagine if that's the case, you know, that they want it to hit on the 12th, that way it connects to the 13th. And that way the 13th connects to the 14th, which is Trump's birthday, you know. Yeah, graveyard, who knows, right? That could be it. Oh, that's what it was, agenda. Yeah, hold on. New law took effect. It took effect today. Today's the first day that the microchip, they outlawed the microchip in Washington State. When is the new law in Washington State about no microchips go into effect?
The new law in Washington State became effective on June 11th, 2026.
Yeah.
For legal advice, consult a professional.
That's crazy. Hold on, folks. We are the apple of God's eye. Yeah, I mean King David, but I'm saying we also are, his children. We're the body of Christ, right? Beware the Ides of June, right? No, I don't know. Like I said, if it doesn't happen tomorrow, then that's it. It won't connect. It has to connect. It has to connect to June 11th. So, yeah, it's not going to happen. If it doesn't happen tomorrow, then it's going to happen next year. I mean, I think it's still not going to happen tomorrow. It has to happen today if it's going to happen. But if it did tomorrow, then yeah, it would be connecting still, but not perfect like it's supposed to with 6/11. Wait, Leo, for what reason? What reason are you saying that he might be the superstar? What's the reason? Princess Patty of Thailand died today after 3 years in a coma. What in the heck? The PP died today, huh? Unbelievable. Who is Princess Patty? Yeah, Tony. Yeah, it means something. Yeah, we've talked about that. The WS, W is 23, S is 19. That's Washington State initials or Seattle, Washington. Graveyard, stop making stuff up. I'm trying to catch up to the chat that way I can get to the next thing. I haven't even told you the two big things, the fires and the two fires, and then the connection with the James Comey thing. Yeah, Kay, yeah. No, Elvis wasn't the first. Elvis was the first one to have a black star. He's the only one to have a black star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Yeah, Ascending Patriot, yeah. Okay, peace, love. Listen, peace, love. Don't put that there. People are gonna misunderstand what you're writing. Don't do that again. No, you're trying to say that the words "yes, we can" is thank you then backwards. Thank you then backwards, right? I don't want to say it, but don't write what you said. The way you said it, people thinking you're hailing. Do you get what I'm saying? The way you wrote that. Don't do that. Oh, that's right. I forgot to mention that. In Tennessee, yeah, I forgot to write that. All right, let's get to the two fires. Okay, so today, LJR, how you doing? So the creature, Taylor Swift, someone just sent this to me. What, showing a nuke symbol? LJR, what? The opening ceremony of World Cup? How do I get that image? Wait, what? The World Bank meeting on June 11th was the Youth Summit 20, strict age limit. The World Bank meeting. When was it? In 2026? Man, this is taking forever, this video. I gotta keep my phone charged just in case I have to come back on. What time is it? It's 10:30. How do I see the opening ceremony World Cup? Like, what am I looking for? Can somebody look for it and then find it for me? I'm too lazy right now. Come on, man. '26 World Cup ceremony images. Where? You're not talking about that, right? Is that like that? It looks like a mushroom cloud? Is that what you're trying to say? Is that what you're trying to say? Tell me what you... Yeah. No? That's not it? N.P. Presley died today? What? Who? Who's N.P. Presley? Who's that? Musician, huh? Opening of the World Cup. Looks like a nuke. World Cup ceremony. Alright, where am I? Oh, I see. Is this what you're talking about? This image, okay. You're talking about that, right? Like that? Or this one, right? This one? Yeah. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I see that. Very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, that's a good one. I didn't see it. I need to watch that stupid ceremony, see what they were doing. All right. Oh yeah, the dancers. Okay, so now look at this. So there was 2 fires today. You're not gonna believe this, all right? There was 2 fires. Please, people, calm down with the comments. Let me finish this. I need to finish this video, all right? That way I can talk to you guys and end the video. My mouth is hurting from talking all day because I have dentures in my mouth. For me to have it this much and yapping, it'll start hurting my gums. I look like a mess, man. The cup looks like a dragon claw. Yeah, absolutely. What was I gonna say now? Oh, the two warehouse. Look at this. Now, before I show you this, I have to show you Taylor's dress today. So Taylor was at that stupid thing. Look at this creature. Look, it's got flowers all over it. Because, there's flowers all inside that I Pet Goat video, Right? Isn't there like flowers all over that I Pet Goat? And the creature's wearing all black. See, that's another sign. Right? How many times? There it is. There it is. So the creature wears all white, and then later remember I was telling you, you see it all in black in the I Pet Goat. You know what I'm saying? The football trophy, and it's all in black. You know what I'm saying? Right? Oh yeah, Mark, it was a distant cousin, huh? Yeah, all she needs is that stupid perfume in her hand, yeah. Yeah, Truth Hound, yeah. Yeah, I've shown that before, the War of the Worlds thing, yeah. Black dress, Taylor, black dress on 6/11 with flowers like I could go football in today's World Cup, Man, this is so much work, man. Can't believe I have to do this again tomorrow. It's like I've done it 3 times today already, this thing. Do you understand how much this will make you nuts? This will drive you crazy, seriously. It will drive you nuts. Yeah, anyway, God bless everyone for participating. I know it can be, frustrating and discouraging, but I'm telling you people, I'm not doing this for any other purpose than to warn people. That's all all I'm doing. Because I can have a million better things to do than to be humiliated on YouTube, especially considering that it's ruined my health. I could be out exercising, because I told you I used to look like Rambo, now I look like Dumbo. So I'm just saying, I wouldn't be looking like this if it wasn't for doing this, doing all this daily work and mental exhaustion that it's caused. Look at the way I look. Look at my hair. I look like a Jew that just came out. I mean, I'm trying to think of, what do I look like? What Jew would look this messy? Somebody think of something funny. I'm so tired I can't even think. And for the people who don't, I'm not Jewish. I'm Armenian. Yeah. For the people who are new to the channel, I was born in Beirut, Lebanon. Yeah, I look like I was gonna say a Jew that is out working on the field, but I just realized there's no Jews that working. You know what I mean? I was like, wait a minute, there's no Jews working on the field. Yeah, bagel. Yeah. Anyway. All right, back to what we were talking about. Okay, so there was 2 fires today. But before I show you the fire story, let me show you this. Yeah, Leslie. I was talking about that yesterday. Yeah. I mean yesterday on the last live stream. Just give me a second here. Yeah, I'm not sure, but yeah, maybe at the very beginning, maybe they might have been working at the very beginning before Satan got a hold of them. So look at this, folks. Yeah, just remind me. I gotta finish this. Tell me it. I'll look it up later. After this, hold on. After these fire stories. Yeah, I believe it about the tunnels. Yeah, those freaks do everything. So I told you guys that Elvis, his name, this is what it equals: 6722, 6832 backwards. These are all just totals at the bottom and on the side. But the numbers that equal Elvis are 6722, 6832 backwards. All right, 6722. All right, folks, it's glitching the phone. I'll be right back. Do not go away. No, man, I'm not. Listen, to anyone who got in late, I'm not going through this whole thing again. You don't even know what you missed. There's tons of information in this video. It's and I'm not leaving it up, so you're gonna have to wait till tomorrow to hear it again. Anyway, so let me finish saying all the things that happened today. Tell the person to refresh. People who cannot hear me, you gotta refresh. Go out and then go back in. All right, tell these people. They'll be back. They'll be back. We're giving it a minute. See, they're coming back. There's 212 now. Yeah. They'll be back. All right, so now, look. Yes, refresh to get sound. Yeah, tell the people that. Right. Say refresh to get sound. Can someone write in the chat, please refresh to the people? No, this is what you write. To the people who cannot hear, to the people who have no audio, you have to refresh. Tell them. If you have no audio, refresh. You have to go in and out. Yeah, there you go, Craig. Yeah, monochrome, appreciate it, yeah. Twin, do whatever you want. I don't know what you want me. I don't. Listen, I got better things to do than think about those Luga witch, whatever the hell people you're talking about. Uh, yeah. All right. So here, anyway. So here's. I already went through a lot of stuff that happened already today, but let me finish these last few stories. Get ready. So I told you that Elvis, his name, equals 6722 forward, 6832 backwards. Elvis equals 6722, 6832. Watch. All right. So Elvis equals exactly the same as the name Tracy. 6722, 6832. Tracy equals 6722, 6832, just like Elvis. Everything is the same. So Tracy equals Elvis. You know what happened today? Look at this. So remember, Tracy equals Elvis. Massive fire in Tracy, California. Let's look at this. Let's look at this thing. Okay, there was a massive fire. Look how big this is. Look at that. It's a couple blocks long. Look at that. So this was in Tracy, California today. Like out of all that, like why? Did it have to be in Tracy? And Tracy equals Elvis. And today, this is 6/11. You understand? Look how big it is, the fire, Okay? And sparked evacuations, too. Declares local emergency. Look at that. All right. Anyway, hold on. And also, there was a fire in Seattle on 42nd Street. Crews battle large commercial warehouse fire. Yeah, watch. Where was the fire, the address in Seattle, Washington today? Look, the 800 block of Northwest 42nd Street. The actual address was 805. The company was a it was called I don't know. It was in Ballard, Washington. Hold on. What was the? Oh, that was the company was called. Man, could somebody tell me what the company name was again? I forgot. Oh, my goodness, hold on. So it's on 42nd Street, folks. Elvis died at the age of 42. Washington's the 42nd state. And you have this large fire in Washington State on 42nd Street. No, Medline, the fire, that was the Tracy fire. All right? Who are you talking about, Agenda? Princess, I don't know what that means. When did she die, Agenda? When did she die? She was born on 12. When did she die? When did she die? Oh, that was the one? What is this? Oh, I see. Yeah, now I get it. Okay. I was trying to figure out what you guys were talking about with the. No, I'm talking to somebody else now. Yeah, thanks for the photo. Whoever's watching, thanks for the photo. Give me a second to get rid of this person. I know. What was the name of the company? That's what I'm asking. Yeah, Alexandra. Someone mentioned it earlier. That nuke sign. Yeah. Yeah. I will. The princess thing. I will. Just let me finish this one. Consolidated Supply Company. Thank you. Fire in Washington State at Consolidated Supply Company. What do they sell? Hold on. Look at this. A great place to get plumbing stuff. And you know, stupid Elvis died on the toilet. It's on 42nd Street. And there's this big fire in Washington State. Right? At this stupid place. And it's on 42nd Street. Elvis died at 42. Washington's at 42nd State. And that's today. Then you have the fire in Tracy, California. Out of all the places it had to happen in Tracy, Tracy equals Elvis. Okay? So that was the two fires that happened today. Now, what's the other connection? So today, you had this happen. Hold on. Yeah, that's what we were talking about. The Ballard, Washington, yeah. That's what I was just saying about the 42nd Street. Yeah. Hold on. Elvis died on the toilet because of all the medical drugs. You know what? Maybe Elvis is burning it down. You're right. Elvis is mad, man, that he died on the toilet. They killed me on the they killed me on the toilet. They got me hooked on them drugs and they told me to go use the bathroom. Anyway, that you guys are funny, man. Good stuff. Yeah, anyway. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Anyway, so that was the fires. Then what happened today? The big news um, this morning was this. Let me bring it up. Appreciate that. Yeah, agenda. Yep. He's born the day that I Pet Goat video came out. Yeah. Yeah. Take care, whoever has to leave. Yeah. God bless you. And so this happened today. Now look, there's a story. One hour. What does that mean? Yeah, I know. One more hour left. Yeah, I know. So check this out. There's a story today that on the National Mall in Washington, D.C., and remember, we're talking about Washington State. In the National Mall in Washington, D.C., okay, they said that they saw that it was found marked in the grass 8647. Okay, you can barely see anything except for the 8. That's the only thing that's outlined is the 8. Everything else is barely there. I see it like right there's the line for the 4. Okay, and then the 7, I guess, is somewhere over here. I can barely see it. And the 6, it's... But the 8 is the one that's... And anyway, so the 8647, do you guys know what that's about? It was about this guy. This was today, folks, that came out, the story. James Comey, Seashells, 8647.
The phrase 8,647 refers to a
So James Comey wrote in Seashells. And you know, Seashells sounds like hell and sea. Like the sea, right? Seashell, you know, sea hells. That's what I'm saying. Hells, seas, hells, you know. Like hell out of the sea, like beast out of the sea. And it was in Seashells, and they wrote 8647, but look what that looks like. That does not look like an 8. That does not look like an 8. That's why they made it a different color. See, they made it looks like an S instead of, and that's what that is right there. See, the S is the 19th letter of the alphabet, plus the 647 is 666. See. So, and what they were saying here, they were saying 8647 means to take, you know, 86 means to take out, and Trump is the 47. That's why Comey. Oh yeah, that's right. There it is. There it is. So it was 8647 days from 9/11. I forgot all about that. Yes, yes, that was the big thing. Wow, I can't believe I forgot that. So understand what they're saying there, right? I was the first one to discover that part. The James Comey 8 thing by his son. Man, this is driving me nuts. I figured out this thing too, the S being the 666 thing, and then I figured out everything you're about to see here, but I didn't figure out the 8647 from 9/11. But I would have, but somebody got there before me. Hold on. No, I'm glad you brought it up, Boulder Bones. Yeah. Hold on 1 second. See, for them to, and remember, I was telling you that it's always going to be connected to the puzzle. So you're telling me that they put this 8647 back up today when you know that it connected to 9/11? Are you kidding me? I mean, I didn't even say this in the last video because I completely forgot about that. That is unbelievable. That's like so in your face, man. Folks, what is going on here? This is not good. I'm serious. This is not good, folks. I hope and pray that nothing happens, man. Seriously. This is not good. Give me a second. I'm typing, I just want to show you from the day that he did it. Yeah. Yeah, agenda. I showed that. Yeah. And it happened in 25. I have the whole video on it. I've shown all the connections that you're seeing. In this video, I showed it over there. Watch. So so if you don't add the day, but up to that day, it's from 9/11 to the day that stupid James Comey posted the seashells. It was 86-47, and Trump is the 47. They want to 86 him, right? But but look at this. It's 8 months, 4 days in between. See that? And you know, from Elvis's birthday to 9/11 is 8 months, 4 days, and then from 9/11 to the date he posted it is 8 months, 4 days. So do you understand? It's the same connection from Elvis's birthday to 9/11 is 8 months, 4 days in between. Okay. Anyway, so that's the big connection with that. You have the 8-4 because Trump's going to get his head went on 8-4, right? You know, and that was the day he posted the 8647. Then they reposted it today. Okay, and I already showed you the connections between 9/11 and 6/11. I'm not going to show that right now, but I want to show you what it would be to today's day. Is, see, here's a connection too. It's 1 year and 27 days if you don't add the day. 1 year and 28 days if you add the day from that day that he posted it to June 11th. So if you add the day, it would change by 1 day here. 127. Pearl Harbor was on 12/7. There's a lot of connections here, folks. You know, I look. I'm just too tired to explain it all. Okay, but here's the crazy connection. So besides the what we just showed with the 8647, you know, and hold on, let me catch up to the chat here. Anyway, God bless everyone in the chat. Yeah, that was the day that Final Destination Bloodlines was released. Yes, that too. That was where the Space Needle was falling. The day that stupid Comey posted that 816, 8647 seashells. And oh yeah, hold on. Let me get my bearings here, folks. I'm like so lost right now. Too much info, man. Too much. And you know, James Comey's initials is JC, and they're also saying that they want to prosecute JC. You understand? Like they did with Jesus, right? Because they're saying that they're going to, because Trump is playing the part of Jesus in the flesh, and that's why he has to be crucified and come back from the dead, and that's why it's 8 months, 4 days in between 9/11 and when he posted 8647. There's 8 months, 4 days in there between 9/11 and the day he posted it was 8647 days. If you don't add the day, which is 8 months, 4 days. Also, in between, listen, it's 23 years, 8 months, 4 days. But if you just count what's in between the dates, 9/11 and the day he posted it, it was 8 months, 4 days. Man, see, I'm starting to get tired, folks. That's why when my brain's shutting down like this. Hold on. Give me a second here. I'm just trying to catch up to the chat. Yeah, I don't know what I'm too tired to pay attention to what you guys are saying right now. In between, I think I just ran out of, oh no, I have it. In between Comey's birthday, all right, I've shown, all this stuff I've shown in the video that I did on the 8647. Everything you're seeing here. So from Elvis's birth to the day that James Comey was born, there's 11 months, 6 days, or 11 months, 7 days. And why is this important? In between their birthdays, Elvis's birthday and James Comey, because James Comey was born on Washington's death date. Do you understand? That's why you're seeing the 8647 on the White House Mall brass, because they're telling you Washington State, not Washington D.C., is predictive programming. But they're also telling you Trump gets his head wound. Because it's 8 months, 4 days, Yeah, I think that they're going to prosecute him. But no, Trump's going to get his head wound before they ever get to the court case with that. Trump's going to get his head wound on 8/4, for sure. All right. Anyway, just give me a second. My brain is... Anyway, so in between Elvis's birthday and Comey's birthday, which is the day George Washington died, 12/14, all right, it's 11 months, 6 days, or 11 months, 7 days, if you add the day. And of course, Taylor Swift had all the connections today too, because the creature was in New York at the award show. I'm not going to get into all that, but go watch my video from yesterday. So Taylor Swift is born one day before, so it's exactly 11 months, 6 days in between. But to 12/14, George Washington's death date, it's 11 months, 6 days if you don't add the day, 11 months, 7 days if you add the day. So it's got the 11/6 connection. And that's the day Comey's born, on 12/14, which is George Washington's death date. All right? So from Elvis's birth to 12/14, 11 months, 6 days if you don't add the day. Now, so then from Comey's birth to, from Trump's birth, I did that, here it is. Look at this. From Trump's birth, 6/14/46, to the day Comey was born, 12/14/60, it was 14 years, 6 months, 0 days, or 1 day. Look at this. 6/14/14/6, 14 years, 6 months in between. You see that? And this is George Washington's death date, 12/14. And I know you're seeing everything backwards. I told you, this is my right hand. When I'm showing the camera like this, it shows it backwards. But when I show it like this, it shows it properly, see? Where you don't see me in it. But that's George Washington's death date. That's Trump's birth date to Comey's birth date is 14 years, 6 months, 0 days, or 1 day. 6/14/14/6. See? Now, and then I told you from Elvis's birthday was 11 months, 6 days to Comey's birthday. 11 months, 6 days. It's actually 25 years, and it happened in the year 25. The James Comey incident, it was 11 months, 6 days, or 11 months, 7 days in between Elvis's birthday and Comey's birth. But I didn't put the amount of years. It was 25 years. in between. And this incident with Comey happened in the year 25, just last year. Now, from Comey's birthday to that day was hold on. I forget what it was. Man, this is taking forever, this video. I can't even type right, man. 1916. Yeah, it was 64 years and 5 months and a couple of days. But you have the 645 connection because I told you that on August 4th, Obama goes from 64 to 65, and that's the day Trump gets his head on Obama's birthday, right? And Obama goes from 64 to 65. And I told you it was 8 months, 4 days in between 9/11 and the day he posted it on 5/15. Okay? So there's a lot of connections, with this whole thing. Listen, there's no way you're going to remember any of this. Okay? It has to have fluid index cards and everything. This is just us, brainstorming everything together, because I've done videos on every single thing practically we talked about here, right? Except for what happened today. That's the only thing I didn't talk about, the things that happened today. But there was things that happened today that connected to all the things we talked about already, like this James Comey nonsense. And anyway, from James Comey's birth, let me show you this, because James Comey's born hold on. Give me a second here. See, now I'm doing too much brainstorming. I'm starting to lose it. Yeah, I'm starting to lose it. So from, I'm serious, I'm about ready to lose it. What the heck did I show earlier where I was saying it was 66 years? What the heck? Anyway. So, from the day Trump was born, to the day, this is Comey's birthday in 2012, Comey would have been 52 years old on this day. But forget about that. This is George Washington's death date from Trump's birth. Look at that. 66 years and 6 months. Look at that. 66 years and 6 months. And you know what happened this day? That's Sandy Hook. When you don't add the day, see? If you add the day, it's 1 day. So it's 66 years, 6 months, 0 days, or 1 day. And that's Comey's birthday back in 2012. That's the day Sandy Hook happened. You know what I mean? Okay? So that's another connection. And Elvis on this day was 77 years, 11 months, 6 days if you don't add the day. 77 years, 11 months, 6 days. That's Seattle Slew winning the Triple Crown when Elvis died on 6/11/77. Seattle Slew won the Triple Crown. And that's how many days old Elvis was on that day. So Trump was 66 years, 6 months. And Elvis was 77 years, 11 months, 6 days. If you don't add the day, that is Seattle Slews winning the Triple Crown the year Elvis died. 6/11/77. Get it? Anyone new here, you're never going to understand what I'm showing if you don't know my videos. This is just this is like, this would be like a crazy person talking, you know? You know what I mean? There would be no way they could understand this. Anyway, so what else? Anyway, so today they had that on the grass at the National Mall, the 8647 in Washington D.C. But they're pointing you to Washington State. It's predictive programming, okay? People, it's connecting to Trump and to the 6/11 event. So Trump's August 4th head wound, because it's 8647, get it? 86 means to take out the 47. 86 to 47, get it? And then you have the I forgot what I was saying. It doesn't matter, man. This is like, folks, this is, you don't understand. I've done like 4 live streams today, and they've been all 2 hours and longer. And I had a long day already because I had to go to the doctor's office today. Spent a couple hours there. Yeah. What time is it? Yeah, I'm just gonna stick it out with you guys till midnight. No, I went to the doctor today. That's why I was late in having a live stream today. But that's what I'm saying, I did too many live streams back to back. I only gave myself an hour and a half rest in between 2 and 3 hour live streams. And having to explain this over and over and over again, it'll drive you nuts, all right? All right, so here's the last thing we're going to show. Here's the last thing. Unbelievable. Today was supposed to be the execution when was the execution date for Jeffrey Lee, who killed the Elvis impersonator?
Jeffrey Lee's scheduled execution is set for Thursday, June 11th, 2026, with a window extending until Friday, June 12th, 2026.
Okay, so listen to this. So now they're saying, so they were supposed to do it today. Is Jeffrey Lee the Elvis impersonator murderer? You piece of. Is the murder of Orion by Jeffrey Lee, is he going to be executed today? They wouldn't answer me. Why is Jeffrey Lee not being executed today? They won't even answer me now. Was there a stay of execution for Jeffrey Lee?
According to Alabama Reflector, Lee's attorney said in a statement Thursday that the Supreme Court refused Alabama's demand to execute Jeffrey Lee tonight. His jury voted for life, the statement said. 2 courts ruled the method unconstitutional. Today, the Constitution prevailed.
This was today. They're saying that the Elvis execution is not going to the Elvis you might hear this on the news tomorrow. Okay? That the execution of Elvis is going to. Can you imagine? What I'm saying is they might, like, I don't know. It says, oh man. Could Jeffrey Lee still get executed? Could murderer Jeffrey Lee still get executed?
Yes, Jeffrey Lee could still face execution. He's on death row for the 1998 murders in Alabama, even though his execution was paused.
So imagine if they re-enter it. Imagine if they re-enter it, and he has to. It's 6 months, 11 days from now. Do you get what I'm saying? Or what if it was 8-4? That'd be even more crazier. Yeah. Oh, and today, it was, besides stupid Taylor Swift being in the Big Apple, today, I told you Seattle won the Super Bowl, right? And today, Seattle won the Super Bowl and at Levi Stadium, and I told you I picked Seattle to win the Super Bowl before the season even started because they were going to because they were playing at Levi Stadium, which is Elvis. Levi's is Elvis, right? Anagram. So that's why I told everyone that Seattle would win because of that reason, and they won the Super Bowl. A huge long shot too, and today, Seattle, their ceremony for the Super Bowl ring was today. Super Bowl ring ceremony today. Can you believe that? Not invited to the White House. What happened? Somebody else might invite them. Watch. They never got their invitation. They have to get an invitation. That makes no sense, Unbelievable, man. You see all the crazy stuff that happened today? You mean for next year's Super Bowl? Who's going to be at the next? Well, I believe it's going to be either the 49ers or the Cowboys. If there is another Super Bowl, it's going to be either the 49ers. And why am I saying that? Is because I think they're the only teams who won 5 that need one more to get 6. That way everybody has 666. Which 2 teams have 5 wins of Super Bowls?
The Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers have each won 5 Super Bowls. These are the only two teams with that many Super Bowl victories.
See, that's it. So if they win, they will have 6, and then that will make 3 teams having 6. New England Patriots, Pittsburgh Steelers, and 49ers. You know. And they're playing in California, you know. No, yeah, I mean, I understand why people think KC Chiefs would win because they play in the 816 area code. Elvis died on 816. No, I would think that they want that 666 connection. You know. Yeah, that's right. That killer, not only did he kill Orion, the Elvis impersonator, he killed somebody named Helen King and somebody named Thompson. Anyway, all right, folks, that's it. We're done. Oh, I'm gonna hang out with you till midnight. I just remembered that. Yeah. But there was a rioting supposedly. Oh, Princess. Yeah, hold on. What princess died today?
Thailand's Princess Bajrakidiyaba passed away today at the age of 47.
Yeah.
The royal palace announced her death followed a coma lasting nearly 4 years after she was hospitalized for a heart condition in December 2022.
Princess. What is this person's name? BAJRAKIYABHA. Is there a shorter name for this creature? Thailand? Coma. Get it, James Comey? Coma. That's another thing I forgot. How did I forget that this time? I told you Trump's going to go into a coma on August 4th. Can't believe I forgot that. Alright, when was she born? 12/7, you said? When was Thailand Princess Patty born?
Princess Bajrakidiyaba, also known as Patty, was born on December 7, 1978.
So she's born on Pearl Harbor Day, and she's and 12 times 7 is 84, and she's 47 years old. You see? This is unbelievable. Oh yeah? It equals Donald Trump? Wow, okay. Oh man. My eyes, like from looking into the screen, it's like it feels like it's swollen, you know? From staring into the screen. I need to rest, man. Um, and the coma was for 4 years. I'm telling you, Trump's going to get his head on 8-4 and come back 4 days later. All right, folks. Yeah, I appreciate that. Oh, man. An explosion happened in China just now. Explosion in China. Blast in China kills 17. That was a day ago. That wasn't today. Right? When was this? Yeah, that was yesterday, I think. Well, it says, yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, it was from yesterday, I think. That's sad, anyway. Oh, man. Wait a minute. It's not even 11:30 yet? I can't be on another half hour, man. It's 11:30 right now. So much info on this stupid, stupid, stupid puzzle, man. It drives you crazy, man. And Elvis died in Tennessee. He lived and died in Tennessee. And um, and you know that they're calling. Hold on. June is nuclear month in Tennessee.
Tennessee has officially declared June as Nuclear Family Month. The definition, as outlined in House Joint Resolution 182.
Nuclear Family Month. 182. Elvis was born on 1/8, and there was 2 of them born on that day. And 182, 182.47% is 666 days. Nuclear Family Month. Can you believe that? Oh, one more thing. Somebody asked me to look up Presley, but that person already's gone probably. Are you still here? The one who asked me to look up the NP Presley? Sorry. Are you still here? So somebody today died named NP Presley, or when did musician NP Presley die?
The musician N.P. Presley,
He didn't
also known
die.
as Nathaniel Paul Presley, is currently alive and still performing. He is Elvis Presley's first cousin, once removed, and continues his music career.
He didn't die. Why are you telling me he died? Was it a different one? Yeah, it says he died. Somebody named N.P. Presley death obituary. Links a Lexington punk legend. So it must be a different... Oh, they must have been talking about Elvis. No, it says Elvis Presley's first cousin, Nathaniel Paul Presley. Must be a different one, that Presley. Yeah, it must be a different one. Yes, this dude, whoever it is, just died. Some punk rocker, I guess. It says he's died, passed away. NP, 1416, 1614. MPP, 14. NP Presley. What's his real name? This one. Yeah, his name was Nathan. It couldn't be there's no way this is the same Presley. Come on. What is this, some kind of... Anyway, I don't know what this is. Lexington punk legend. Yeah, I've already talked about that. I've already talked about the fire. What is Oak Ridge? What does that mean? There's drone strikes in Sudan. Yeah, it ain't got nothing to do with this place. Yeah, trust no one. Yeah, everybody, a couple people have told me already. Oak Ridge, Tennessee is the nuclear. What's that? What's in Oak Ridge, Tennessee nuclear? Oak Ridge, Tennessee nuclear.
Oak Ridge, Tennessee is a key center for the U.S. nuclear industry, with facilities like Oak Ridge National Laboratory, which focuses on nuclear research, and the Y-12 complex.
Established during the Manhattan
East
Project.
Tennessee Technology Park is also there, and it's now being developed as a multi-use industrial park.
Anyway, folks, we're just gonna wait it out till midnight. I'm exhausted, man. I'm seriously exhausted. What is this? Seahawks received their Super Bowl during a private ceremony at, at a restaurant in suburban Seattle. Here, you want this? I mean, is this what you want me to show? Hold on. This. So there's the nuke symbol. You see how the 3, 1, 2, 3, you know, 1, 2, 3. It looks like an airplane fan, the propeller, but it could be a nuke, and they're standing, and in the middle is the soccer trophy, the World Cup. It looks like the top of the Space Needle. See it? This is so ridiculous. Look at that. Look at that, 42 minutes ago. Anyway, look. Yeah. Pretty crazy, man. That was the World Cup ceremony today. They did that. You know. Yeah, that looks just like the top of the Space Needle, which I told you was the Economist magazine cover, you know. Yeah, like an airplane nuke. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah. Yeah, an airplane dropping a nuke. Yeah. Yeah, those are people standing around it. Yeah. Just like the iPad, the iPad Go video where they show the thing exploding? Yeah, Shakir's performing Die Die. That's what I was talking about in my videos. Listen, folks, I don't know what's going on. Is this the final warning for them? I don't understand what they're doing. Don't ask me, man. Don't ask me what they're up to. All right, but I know for sure that Trump's getting his head won on August 4th. That's for sure. That, I was 1,000,000%. Today I was like 100% that it was going to happen. But I was 1,000,000% that Trump's going to get his head won. So we'll see. We'll see how it all plays out. But we know that they did all these predictive programming today. No, I'm too tired. No playing guitar. Yeah. All right, folks. I think we're done here. I can't last another 15 minutes. I'm too tired. I just want to know if they're going to talk about that Elvis impersonator killer who didn't get the death penalty. I watch. I'm telling you. Let's see if they talk about it tomorrow. I don't know what you're saying. Football what? What am I going to watch? What do you think that means? The doomsday clock was set at 85 seconds at midnight. on 127. Well, 127, I told you that that's like 12/7, the numbers. 12 times 7 is 84. That's the Pearl Harbor date. Yeah. And that was the day that woman, the news reporter's mother, that was her birthday. That was her 84th birthday that day. And she went missing 4 days later. Get it? 84 years old, 4 days later, just like Trump, is going to be, he gets, August 4th, he gets his head wound, Trump, and then 4 days later he comes back. And you know, Pearl Harbor's 84 years old right now. Trump's going to get his head wound for sure. It's 100% on August 4th. It's 1,000,000%. There's no way that it doesn't happen this year. It's impossible. Okay? And I still can't believe that they didn't pull this off today. Yeah, we'll see. Like I said, it could still happen into tomorrow. You know, because I told you, anything that happens the day before or the day after a date you pick, it's the same. Because it has to have a chain link. So 610 connects to 611, 611 connects to 612, 612 connects to 613. So it's like a chain link. So the day before and the day after connect to each other. Yeah. No, I know. There's no. Listen, they're not going to stop an event from happening because of some people on YouTube. It ain't going to happen. Yeah. Anyway, all right, folks. I'll see you guys in 12 to 15 hours from now. Okay. So it's almost midnight. So you probably won't see me till close to afternoon tomorrow. Yeah. Anyway, great comments by everybody, and appreciate everyone participating. If you're new to the channel, go and watch all my live streams, even though they're for June 11, 2026, but they're still. I would recommend you watch all my August 4th Trump head wound videos. That's for sure. Okay, because they're all. But I'm gonna show some more August 4th Trump head wound videos coming up. Yeah, God bless everyone in the chat. Yeah, God bless everyone in the chat. I'm going to leave this video up, you know that? Till tomorrow. Till I redo this. Because there's so much in this video. Yeah, anyway, God bless all of you. Jesus is God. End of video. And I'll leave this video up till tomorrow.